Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jayden and Money Cuts
Let's go.
from the NAU podcast, and we're so excited to announce two guests. These are the minds behind 4Barbers, 4Barbers Expo, and yeah, the biggest hairdressing, barbering expo in Australia. Would like to introduce Hayley
And Mr. Fraser Forsey, thank you guys so much for jumping on the 6th episode of the Not About Us podcast. Let's
Thanks,
go.
boys. Good to be here.
Thanks,
Right, yeah, thank you guys. Obviously, this is it's an absolute pleasure to have you guys on. But if you just wanted to sort of start off between the both of you, whoever wants to go first, and just introduce who you are, just in case people out there don't know who you guys are and what you guys do and how long you've been in the industry for.
All right, so my name is Fraser Forsey, 20 years barber, hairdresser as well, qualified hairdresser barber.
20 years old, or?
Yeah, I'm 20 years old. Yeah, no, I'm 20 years old. No, I would wish. No, I'm 32. I started barbering at 13, so I'm coming up 20 years. But, I mean, you boys know this, and most people that know me know, but I live for this industry, love it. Biggest barbering expo. Wouldn't say hairdressing expo. Yeah. We wanted to create something, Expo 4Barbers. Like literally, the name of our company says it all. Everything that we do or encompass or believe in is about barbering, and it's 4Barbers. And that also includes hairdressers and artists and whatever, but obviously you've got Hairfest, which is an amazing expo for the hair beauty industry, and then we wanted to really do something to represent who barbers are at heart, you know. So, but yeah, that's a little bit about me. How's?
Yeah, so I'm Hayley. I've been barbering for 17 years now, so it's been a while as well, and then educating for about 8 years. With Fraser.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we started on a journey, you know, when we were, well, I don't know, what, 10 or 8 years ago or something, where, you know, education would be like, hop in the car and go for a little drive up to Gladstone to do a little workshop. We were, you know, thought we were these big superstars doing a little class with 10 people, but it's just
Probably was back then, though, eh?
Well, it was, yeah, because education really wasn't a thing 10 years ago. So I know I wasn't the first, but I know I was probably one of, you know, the many that started education, like Lance. He was one of the first in my eyes doing it well. And we started it, and we've been everywhere. Eh? We've travelled Australia.
Yeah, overseas.
And it's just gotten bigger and bigger. And now that the barbering boom the last 10 years got bigger. But yeah, so education is what it's all about. Anything to do with the hair, literally, like go to sleep thinking about hair, wake up thinking about hair. You know, so.
And obviously at the moment we got the OP tour happening right now with, you know, 4Barbers, and Babblers have jumped on to support that as well, bro. When you started doing the education stuff, did you ever think or see that this would be an opportunity for you, bro? Like it would get to where you are right now, having obviously, like you just said, G, 4Barbers isn't you, and you've always preached that, and that's what I fucking love about you, bro, is that 4Barbers is for the people. It's not about us as even educators, bro. It's about the people. People see the educators, but it's not us. But back when you started educating and you're driving up to Gladstone, did you ever think that it would be where it is today, bro?
No, and I looked at Hayley because we talk about this all the time, where I'd literally be like, hey, I've got a course, you know, it's up in Cairns, Townsville, wherever it was, or New South Wales, wherever. And she'd be like, okay, we're driving. I'm like, yep. And like, hotel, 2-star.
2-star.
It was a motel, let's be honest. It was a motel.
Roadside motel. And then, you know, bro, like, Hayley and I have been together for 8 years. We've known each other for longer. I knew her when I was a lot younger because I was friends with her cousin. And we talk about this all the time because up until like a year, 2 years ago, we just broke all the time and we struggled all the time. And it's, we you know, every day is still a struggle. We've got kids, but to be sitting in the room with Josh OP, having dinner with him, traveling with him, not just him, but you and Jay and all the rest of our team, all the brands we work with, you know, just no, bro. I did not think anything like this was possible. But in saying that, it's not the impossible. It's literally just, bro, cutting hair, being nice, and looking. Every time I have a conversation with you, or Hayley, I'm looking for an opportunity of growth. You know, my brain's just going crazy.
Bro, I think a whole room could see that, bro. Every time you talk to someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah, where I know a lot of people will just have a conversation and be like, "Oh, bro." Where I'm like, I'm lining up a conversation to go.
100%.
There's an opportunity there for them and us, and for that person, this person. But I mean, what about you? You've been on the ride for the journey. What do you think in terms of like where we were to where we are now? And we're only just beginning. Bro. Like
100%.
a lot of people would look at us and go, "Oh yeah, that's it. We could just live like this."
Bro,
No, bro, this is the start,
bro.
Yeah.
And honestly, sorry, Hayley, before you answer that question. Every time I leave an event, every time I leave the expo, or like a little mini event that we have at the moment with OP, not that it's mini, when I'm driving home, I'm thinking to myself, fuck, man, I'm a part of something and it's just starting. Like I don't take for granted that it's the early stages, bro. And I feel like that vision of growth and where we can go with it is just, that's what excites me, bro. That's what makes me so grateful that I'm being myself and Jay are part of a team that is just starting out, bro. Yeah.
What do you think? Like where we were to now?
Yeah, no, I think I've always seen where we can grow with it, especially with you. And I feel like we always have these conversations where I'm constantly like, what's the next thing? Because I can see you can get there. Like I remind you all the time, like do it, just message that person, connect with them, starting off. I think you were nervous to message like the first clipper company and I did it for you.
You know what just reminded me about Burpengary, Mitch's house, about 6 years ago. We're laying in bed, bro.
Yeah.
10 o'clock at night, and I'm sitting there. Hales, I'm going to message Sophie. Stay goals. I swear, remember?
Yeah, I did.
And then she helped me because there was no chat GPT. There was no...
I was chat GPT.
Yeah, she was, literally. So I'm writing this email to Sophie Pock. What the hell, bro? We just had Sophie Pock here this year. Yeah. I just realised that.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, like... And then Josh... I mean, I started following Josh when he was not being rude or anything, but he was like just like an anybody person, not famous on Instagram.
Yeah,
he had a few, thousand. And then you watch him go on this journey, and you and everyone else, Josh OP, and people like him, bro. I don't look at him like superstar fan, but I look at him to be like, man, that makes me so hungry because he is such a normal human being,
straight
and such a beautiful human being, but. He's Josh OP, bro.
Yeah.
Gangster.
I was talking to someone in the class today, bro, and I was almost comparing him to someone like Mr. Beast and how Mr. Beast has fully just fucking obsessed over YouTube, and he's just everything, his ADD obsesses over it. And as I'm watching Josh in a class, I'm like, bro, this guy is like the Mr. Beast of barbering, bro. Like he fucking... It's just insane, bro, how much knowledge he has, but it's just from personal experience. And even in saying that, going on sort of back to what we were talking about before with the vision of 4Barbers and stuff, with you guys, has the vision between you guys always been clear? Or was it hard at points to sort of see it?
I'd say yes and no, hey. Like,
yeah.
we're
always on the same page and where we want to go and what we want to do.
But
I think any path, there's always... roadblocks and turns where sometimes we like have a different view about something,
Hayley's
but
got
the end goal's the same.
Yeah, Hayley. I'd say Hayley's got like a very, not reserved, but a very clean way to think about things.
We're the opposite.
Where I'm like, mind my language, but I'm a fucking psycho. The way my brain thinks.
It balances, man.
Yeah, so she'll sometimes slow me down when I need it, and then I'll sometimes speed her up when she needs it. I feel.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, she's definitely the calm to my storm, bro.
Yeah,
because my brain, bro, I can't stop thinking, I can't stop moving. Yeah. And we've done OP, great. It's getting bigger.
Yeah.
We've done Expo, we're doing bigger.
Yeah.
It's not like we do it and just do the same. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
I want to I don't even know. If you ask me right now what the end goal is for all of us, educators, barbers, bro, it's endless.
Yeah, 100%. And like I thought you were gonna say like, oh, I don't know what the end goal is, but bro, I think it's just like,
well, I really
anything,
don't know,
man. Yeah, but I think it's not like I don't know as in like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think it's like I don't know, like this could end up anywhere. It could, it's got endless possibilities.
And that's the thing. Did I think 2 years ago? Even did I think last year at the start of last year would we have an expo? And it was successful and it was great and it's only going to be better. Did I think that? Did I think every brand would believe in us? Did I think all of you guys and all the barbers and hairdressing industry would believe in us? No. I did this idea. Hayley, she always look at me and go, is this going to work? And I go, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're talking to Dr. Tama, and he was saying like, it's just a matter of just doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that kind of relates back to what you were just saying, man. Like you don't know, but jumping into that deep end and just doing it, bro, is like
Yeah,
It's
straight
always
up.
the right option.
Yeah, straight up, bro. And I think that, like everything, bro, it's that leap of faith and that you took, and that's what inspired me the most about you, bro, and how you're so willing to open up to opportunity in somebody, bro, or an opportunity that you may see in somebody. And like you said before, what I love is that you're not fucking like barbering. I love barbering. You love hair, bro. Like you love the fucking industry, and it's so inspiring. And obviously being a hairdresser and starting in that hairdressing scene and then moving over to barbering, what was that like during the time that you did it? And was it sort of frowned upon? And what was like, where was the industry at that time, bro, when you were sort of integrating yourself into barbering?
Can I pass it to Hayley?
Yeah.
'Cause we both started, you know, I mean, you start from a female perspective of what it was like entering the industry as a hairdresser first to barbering, and then I've got my answer as a male.
Yeah.
Like,
Sweet, that's that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I actually couldn't really enter barbering because no one would hire me as a female.
Wow.
Yeah, so back then it was completely different, and you
Yeah.
experienced it firsthand.
she didn't identify as a man.
Oh my God. No. Is that okay? Bro, is that okay? Fucking fine, bro. It's not about us podcast, baby. Let's go.
But yeah, so I had to get into hairdressing. I think I did that for about a year. Worked for free for 3 months, which later found out we're at the same shop, but I was on the hair side and there was a wall and Fraser was on the other side.
Literally
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Working for free.
Yeah.
Yeah?
3
Wow.
months.
was
Yeah.
getting
Just
paid,
to get
baby.
in.
Is that was that just a probational period thing, or was that just
it was
like?
just you would have a lineup of hairdressers trying to get a job.
Wow.
Like it was impossible.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to a Stefan's interview and they had group interviews of like 50 people.
Whoa,
and it was groups,
what?
and then it was the next stage and the next stage. It was really hard.
Well, why do you think that was? Like so many hairdressers wanted to go to barbering. What was your reason?
I always wanted to do barbering.
Oh, okay.
I never really wanted to do hairdressing, but I just didn't have that opportunity to get a job until, eventually
And
I
I
just
think-
begged for one.
I think back then, not as many hairdressers wanted to transition into
Yeah.
barbering. It wasn't barbering wasn't cool back then.
Yeah.
And that's why I think like it's crazy. We have barbershops and staff now, but we got treated like shit, bro.
Yeah.
We got treated like an apprentice.
Yeah.
We got paid.
Yeah.
She found her pay stub the other day. Pay slip, sorry.
Yeah.
Stub.
How much was it?
Yeah, I
I'm
got
American.
paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like second year, like that I was doing it, and it was $3 something an hour. Yeah,
days.
I don't think I've ever heard
my
bro,
boss.
That's crazy.
She would put her feet up on the table, and I would have to pick hair out of her feet. Yeah, it was
Brother.
wild. Yeah,
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I've given her a
Yeah.
pay raise. She's on $3.80 now.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
well, you know
moving
what?
up.
Bro,
yeah.
that's
It's
the best.
it's the little things. It's the little
yeah,
things.
it is.
No, but I think
Yeah.
and
That's
then
generous, man.
and then obviously breaking into barbering.
Yeah,
you
so
did
I
that,
did.
but
Yeah.
then
When
being
I-
a female in barbering, you still struggle with it.
Yeah, so when I got an interview in a barbershop, I begged this gentleman and I said, I will work for free for however long, just if you give me an apprenticeship. And he gave it to me straight away, which was fantastic. I think I stuck with that for a fair few years. And then I ended up getting a job with Fraser. And that's when it actually turned into a career.
And like cool it was then, hey. Like
Yeah, it was
starting
getting
to-
cooler.
And
yeah.
was that what shop did you go into? Was it the same place that you guys were working at together, or had you moved
No,
on? or-
this was Fraser's barbershop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So my first
So it
business,
was- yeah.
Hayley, because I knew of her obviously, and she messaged me. She was going for a job interview. Where? For
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get out of barbering because, you would literally, it was back when you would call up, you know, who's next. And being a
Yeah,
female, everyone would just look the other way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They would sit in the gentleman's seat next to me and be like, can I have your haircut? And I cut his hair, but they just would never want to do a female.
No
Or if
way.
they did, it would be very like inappropriate sometimes. Like
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, one client bought her
wow.
a corset as a tip.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And I was
Bro, those are-
probably
that's like what?
17.
Over $100 for one.
Yeah, I reckon you should be grateful.
What year? Like what year are we talking? Like what year is this? Is like
2000. She started for me 2014.
Yeah, so this would have
Wow.
been, so this would be like 15, 16 years ago when that happened.
and
I was
low-key-
really young.
Yeah, low key. That's not even that long ago.
Nah,
to
man.
think that
Yeah.
fucking people
Crazy.
were
The
doing that
change,
shit, bro,
yeah.
is fucking crazy.
Well, and that continued for a long time. Like after Fraser's, you know, we started working heaps of places, and it was, and also working next to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
everyone-
gonna lie, I was hard on Hayley when she started.
Yeah,
because we were friends, you know, and then throughout she she begged me, please be with me. I said, no worries. Nah, we all know that's not how it went down. I actually begged her, please be with me, please. But no, when she started working with me, I was really hard because she was a barber, she could cut. But my shop at the time in 2013, I feel, and if you ask any brand, there's a lot of wet line brands out there that boomed in Australia. 2013 was the barbering boom. It has now been 11 years. It's been booming and booming and booming.
Yeah.
Pre-2013, Brisbane City, 5-6 barbershops.
Yeah.
And you're talking, there was a beautiful shop, Pure Man, Alan owned it. I want to say Jimmy had a shop in the city, Jimmy Rod's. I believe he did.
Was it Jimmy Rod's? It was
Jimmy
Rod's,
it was Jimmy Rod's. It was back when he
Cole
started.
Naylor.
Yeah, Cole Naylor. It was minimal. Damn. Right, so I opened a shop at 21 years old on the corner of Albert and Mary Street in the city. At 21, I borrowed $250,000 from ANZ.
Whoa. Holy.
And you got to write a business plan for a business, right? So I put together this business plan over 6 months, myself and one of my friends, and we put together this business plan. And you got to project what you think you're going to make in the first year, and how many staff, what product you're going to sell, who's your target market. I'm 21. What's the target market mean? I didn't know what it means. It's like a male.
Just to like clear it, man. So this was you and your mate just coming up with this whole business plan, just you two, your guys' minds.
Bro, I did this from 17 to 21. It took me 4 years to build this.
Okay.
And then I'm signing a lease for $100 grand at 21.
Wow, man.
I didn't even have like $20. I was broke all the time. But then I did this shop. The first year I projected 380 grand, me and my apprentice, Blake Williams. Shout out to Blake. He was awesome. So me and my apprentice, within 4 months, I had 14 staff,
Wow.
4 barber chairs, trading 7 days a week, and we did $2.3 million in the first year.
Wow.
So then Hayley came 2014, but that's when we obviously met, and I was very hard on her because I could see that she was good and had potential, but her training was average.
Yeah, okay.
So then I was very hard on her. I think I
Push
made her
her
cry a
buttons,
couple
baby.
of times. I made her cry a couple of
lot.
times.
Pusher builds diamonds.
Yeah.
But it's just more because and this is where, and you boys know this, you've seen this along the journey, and Hayley has definitely seen this more than anybody. Bro, people come and go in your life all the time.
Yeah.
And that's happened to me, I reckon, more than most people I've met.
Yeah.
And it's nearly broken me. But, I'm sure you people have enemies or people that don't like you. I know I have that. But the thing about me, and I'll never break this, is I have a fucking standard for everything. How you talk, how you look, how you act, how you treat people, how you treat brands, how you treat barbers, how you treat hairdressers, how you treat the industry, how you clean your station, how you do your chair. And if it's not good enough, I'm not afraid to say something.
Yeah,
She knows that. She's always looking at me going, you can't say that. I'm like, I can, because I have a standard. I'm not going to drop that for you, for anyone, because I'm fucking obsessed with this.
Yeah. And I think I really realized that even going back to Expo this year, bro, and like a little bit of behind the scenes with the earpiece on running main stage.
This poor guy.
Like, oh man, I fucking copped it. And it wasn't that you were like fucking.
I wasn't abusing you.
Yeah, you weren't abusing me, but it was
It's
like,
his tone.
it's just like, it's just, you're such a perfectionist, bro, and you want things done to such a high standard that obviously that helps everybody around you elevate, bro, because you hold it to a high standard. And I remember in Expo, bro, I remember getting home after the 3 days and my fucking ear, bro. I couldn't hear out of my left ear, G, because every second was and I was like, okay.
At least you didn't do the high pitch one.
Bro, you were everywhere, man. You were everywhere. I'd go
bro.
somewhere and then out comes Kalib with just his forehead drenched.
Gee,
Like,
Yeah.
bro, stop trying to quickly have a talk.
And
It's like,
everyone,
Fraser's on me.
everyone's like, oh, bro, were you stressed? I'm like, nah, gee, bro. It's like, it's the fucking journey, bro. And
But I feel like, and answer this truthfully, right?
yeah.
Since I've known you and we've done stuff like this
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
I see, you might, I can definitely see, bro, you're 100 times better when I first met you.
Bro.
Oh, I was better before.
You're
I met
100,
you.
no,
I'm just joking. Yeah,
you're
yeah,
100 times better now.
Now, yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't just mean a better cutter. I
Yeah.
mean, bro, your work ethic, your attitude, your determination, your resilience, your consistency.
We were speaking about this the other night, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
About just-
This is,
yeah.
this
Oh,
is,
wow, fuck.
This is
Mind
not the
blown.
first Kalib,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's not the Kalib I met.
Yeah.
And I feel like having that high standard, and bro, you were amazing at Expo, you know that. But yeah, because let me ask you this. if I don't hold a standard at the expo or at our show today or this or that, who will?
Yeah, straight up.
100%.
Yeah.
So-
and I think that's the craziest thing because especially with the team, when the team starts building and starts to have that same expectation, bro, we can fucking take off, bro, straight up. And I think that's what I mean when seeing the vision and aligning with visions and stuff like that. Like, I think it's so important when we come together as a team and we all have that sort of same like mind flow. Or as Joshua P would call it. What does he say? Fucking what's the fucking thing that he says? Sex ideas. Sex ideas, yeah. But we're just having a big fucking sex orgy. So,
and I think I think Hayley and I have both been in like leadership roles a lot throughout our career too. So we're not like, I understand like Jay, you've been a barber. You've matured over the years since I've known you, 5-6 years we've been working together or whatever. And you know, you've grown into a leader and you're going to continue growing into a leader and learning things you didn't know, like KPIs and budgets and how to have a Zoom properly, how to write an email properly. And I think that stuff for me, I've done a lot more in my in my life because I've been a manager or a national manager or I've been a business owner since I was like 17.
Yeah.
So when I'm running a class and I'm very structured and it's got to be done a certain way, it's because I see a bigger picture. Because we could just come in here and act like cool barbers and go, oh, we're fucking cool and let's just slack and do it. But bro, I want to run this like a doctor runs a surgery.
Yeah, fucking straight up.
I think off that, man, like what's been running through my head now, bro, is that I feel like in America and in the UK they have systems, bro. So Josh OP has got his system, and he's kind of being a hub for all these barbers to kind of grow together. And I think here in Australia, like, you know, like before you, I feel like there was just like, you know, barbers doing their own thing, but there was never like one sort of place to grow.
Yeah, straight
you know
up.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So everyone's trying to grow on their own, but no one's really had that hub, bro, for everyone to grow.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've kind of been that. You guys have kind of been those, you know, those minds to have that hub for barbers to come and grow, and then it's just turned into like what it is now, man, which is crazy.
Well, that's that whole thing. Like, I remember one of the first events I did with, bro, you worked there. First events I did with TG, you know, my boss at the time and even other people like, what? You're bringing other barbers and educators from different shops? And I'm
No
like,
way they thought that, man. Really?
Right. Remember like the big events?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And no, they weren't disagreeing with it, but they were like, what do you mean? You're bringing another barber that's an educator from a different barbershop? Yes, bro, it's fucking connection. We cut customers' hair. We don't cut each other's hair. So why? There's heaps of people. How many people in, I don't know, 5 million people in Brisbane or something? You probably know that more than I
2,
do.
3.
Yeah, I don't know.
More than 2, bro. Wake up. We're not in Auckland.
Wait, no, Haley, you were looking at it
Sorry,
before.
my mind's in
You were
Rotorua,
looking
bro.
at it before at the start, weren't you?
No, New Zealand.
No, I'm just mucking around. I'm trying to put her on the spot.
Her head's going. No, but I don't. Haley gets it, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard. I find it's hard to explain sometimes, but
No,
I have a vision, and I don't even know what it is, but all I know is it's that. And it's a train, and I'm going like that, and Haley's on my train, and she always has been.
Yep.
I'm on her train, we're going like that, and then you're on my train, I'm on your train. Some people jump off, some people jump on. And at the end of the day, I think hopefully what I've taught any of you, or even Haley or anyone, is that I could do this by myself. That could be Fraser Forsey education. It was, wasn't it? It was Fraser Forsey barber educator.
Yeah.
And Haley kept saying to me, I was like, I've done a class, it's amazing. And then she'd be my wake up call to be like, yeah, but you can't do this when you're 50. And what happens if you want to be here and there and everywhere? So it's like, the only way for all of us to grow is if we do it together. You can go and be your own educator or own barber or good luck to you, but it's not going to be very much like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
bro. So when I know you probably already answered this, but when you started educating, was that during the time that you guys were in like culture? Was it Culture King era or was it pre-Culture King era?
No, it was actually 2014. Haley, she was right there from the get-go. A lady from Wollongabba, where we are right now, came into my shop. And the shop we'd done, like obviously I had the opportunity to cut a lot of celebrities at Culture Kings, and as did Haley, and many other people that worked there. But you know, and then learnt a lot from Simon Beard and Tony Beard in terms of business and their way of thinking.
Yep.
And this lady came and approached me. Oh, I want to do a workshop in our academy. I was like, bloody hell's a workshop? What's that? I don't use hammers and nails, bro. What do you mean workshops? Literally, hey. Yeah. And then she, obviously, this older lady, lovely lady, she educated me on what I had to do.
Yep.
Make a flyer, do this. Bro, I did this class, bro. And this is a time when I had my own shop. But you got to remember, in my own business, even though we made $2 million, I didn't profit $2 million.
Yeah.
It all went back to the shop. We opened a second shop. I was broke, bro. I was paying myself like 30 grand a year. Right. And I know it's 10 years ago, but 30 grand a year, even back then, was crap money, especially when you own a business, got to pay bills.
Yeah.
And, bro, one day I did 17 grand, bro.
Damn.
One day?
One day.
What?
One day, one class. And not the money, yes, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Right. And Hayley, you know, we always do things for those 5 things. And money, it has to be one because we have kids.
Yeah.
We have bills and I don't want to, like, I know Hayley doesn't and I don't want to grow up the way I did. So I want a better life for myself, for Hayley, for our 2 boys.
Yep.
And, but then the 52 people in the room, bro, and the feeling you get from helping someone, because you should explain who I am because I know people paint judgments, whatever, but I'm a big soft teddy bear, bro. So like helping you and doing stuff with you and yelling at you to do it like this, it's me being like, if you grow more than me, bro, that's when I get paid, you know?
Bro, and I don't want to sound like a fucking cuck, bro, but like when you yell at me, G, straight up, I'm like, that's you showing like me, I fucking love you, bro. But you're saying, Kalib, fucking do this, that. And I'm like, bro, this guy cares about me and he's fucking telling me he loves me. But that's how you're telling me you love me, bro. And that's why whenever you say, oh, bro, have I gone too far? I'm like, nah, G, bro. Yell at me more, G, please.
I know I can be straight and direct. And I do go away from conversations sometimes because Hayley is my like,
We
you know,
debrief it.
she
Debrief it after,
debriefs it and wakes me up to be like, you shouldn't have said that. And I'm like, I know, but tell me this, bro. How many people in this room today, if I said to them,
Good job.
I'm going to reference like even my clothes. Hey, do I look good? Most people in life will go, yeah, you look great. Fuck, bro, you look like shit. You shouldn't dress like that. You shouldn't dress like that in a classroom. You should. You're a presenter. Present yourself well.
Yeah.
Where
100%.
Hayley will go, I wouldn't have said that.
But that's where we're opposite, really.
But I
How
think
we
you
do
should be
everything.
direct and honest. But I don't want to hurt people, bro. When I hurt someone or upset someone or I've done something to, I'll take accountability.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
But I think be honest in life and be direct because that for me, it's my standard.
Yeah. And going back as well, and thank you fucking so much for answering that, bro. But you're right, bro. You're doing the OP tangent, bro. But it's good, bro. It's good.
Too many dinners,
going
man.
back to what you were saying before with the education, bro, I think one thing that people might not realize is that out of that 52 people, how many were hairdressers and how many were barbers in that room, bro?
You want to answer the question?
Yeah, hairdressing is where it's at.
Yeah.
Well, even for the last 4Barbers was born 1st of April last year, and the name Jono. Jono, I have him to thank for that name. But before that, it was Barber Education Australia, Fraser Forsey Barber Educator, Hayley. You know, like it was about us, and I think up until last year, everything that we had ever done, and probably talking 5,000 to 6,000 people we've taught in classes across Australia.
That's a key.
95%. I'm stretching, bro. My back's so sore. 95% were easily hairdressers.
Yeah, wow. And why would you think that is, bro? Because I feel like a lot of barbers, they sort of misconstrue or misconstruct in their mindset, like, oh, if you're a barber educator, you're only ever going to be educating barbers. But it's not really like that, eh? Like there's so much more opportunity to open up and educate hairdressers over barbers.
Well, Josh does that too, man.
Yeah,
He
100%.
does,
Yeah, and I feel like that's where the education scene is moving to as well, is being more open towards not just barber education, but hair education and educating, bringing the hairdressing industry together with the barbers and educating in one room. Hence, like Hairfest, and obviously 4Barbers as well with the Expo. But bro, I remember even being at Expo and there's hairdressers walking around at Expo, and I'm like, it made me feel good because I was like, it's cool to see hairdressers feel comfortable to step into a majority male space and feel comfortable now to learn and be educated from us. And yeah, like it buzzed me out, bro, when you told me that, you know, there's more hairdressers are incredible to target when it comes to education, bro, I guess.
Well,
When you do your hairdressing, they don't really train in men's cuts. I think you do one module on it. And even then, I remember I was in a barbershop and I had to complete my hairdressing certificate. and it was clip over comb, and I was showing the class because it's such a generation thing where you weren't trained or shown.
Yeah.
So how can you pass that knowledge on when you don't have it?
Yeah, 100%.
So, and we do a lot of training now in all, TAFEs and
Well, in the
you know,
last
education,
the boom that we're in now, and we're still in it, and it's, the economy is up and down. Obviously it's been a little bit tougher lately, but there's been more hairdressers transition to barbering and qualifying barbering in the last 2 years than there has been barbers qualifying barbering.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
And I think I've definitely noticed that, even with obviously running a bit of education with H&B and stuff like that, and seeing how many people in the H&B stores that have years of experience in hair, years of experience in hairdressing, but they're like, oh, I want to give barbering a crack. And it's like, it's so cool to see
Same
them.
as TG, Jimmy, and plenty of big chain, but also smaller ones. But it's honest, bro, with barbering. You asking a question before about the education of barbering. I feel, and being respectful, it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because barbers now, and it's beautiful, you see young kids start cutting at home, boom, blow up on social, or not blow up on social, and they're cutting hair. Yeah, it's really amazing, bro. But barbering, cutting hair, it's like this much of what barbering is. And I feel like if I wanted to be a doctor, 10 years it would take me. If I wanted to be a psychologist, 4 or 5 years it would take me. If I want to be a barber, all I have to do is pick up a clipper, and then I'm a barber. But that, for me, that's like, it's...
Bro, 100%. And Jono said that as well. It's like, bro, am I a tradie if I pick up a hammer, bro?
Yeah.
I'm not a tradie, man.
Yeah, and I guess I'm saying, and I know where Jono, I know he got kind of slammed for that in some aspect.
Yeah.
But I know what he's saying. He's not saying that a kid can't be a barber.
No,
Of course.
straight up, yeah.
A kid can pick up a clip and be a
I think
barber.
it's just having that respect, man, just for like people who actually did the time to qualify and take their time and work in a shop.
And I was talking to Jono as well, and it's a really good segue that we're talking about this, bro, because it even just comes down to like that culture, bro. Like, you can call yourself a barber, but if you haven't done the hard yards in a shop and don't understand the fucking culture, haven't been yelled out because you're not sweeping on the fucking broom or starting from a broom and you're just picking up a clipper and you got 100K online, it's hard because you don't truly understand the culture unless you're coming to events like expos and stuff like that.
And I see that part, and I agree and disagree, but for me, it's like, it's not just cutting hair, bro. You like, I don't know.
What do you feel?
It's like the health and safety behind it. That's
one
really
aspect.
important. But it's also taking our trade away. In a way.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Wow, okay,
That's what I'm trying to say.
So,
if we don't protect
the
industry, it's going to come to a thing where already the government doesn't fund the Cert 3 in barbering. So if a student comes to an academy and can't get a job, because it's actually hard to be no skills and go get a job as an apprentice. One, I think business owners don't understand the apprenticeships enough. They need to understand that it's a benefit to have apprentices and train apprentices.
Not just
but
a 10
then
grand bloody
I understand why they don't, because you hire an apprentice, he does 3 months and goes, I want 60 grand, I'm leaving. And you're like, what?
Bro,
What the hell?
the amount of times like kids have come in and they're, how long have you been cutting, mate? Like a year and a half in my garage. I'm 13 and I want 1,500 a week. I'm like, brother, like it's like,
and then and I think that's great. I've got kids working for us that are 16 to 20, and they're on money like what I just said. But then what happens when they're 25? And they go, oh, the mines, or this. And that's what I mean. I do get, and Hayley talks about it a lot, but I get scared for the industry. Because I'm scared, which it will always circle around. That's what you were saying the other day.
That's my opinion. I feel like it will, because it has been a massive change. Like I visit a lot of apprentices, and I've always asked, where do you want to be after you finish? Like, what's your goals? And it was, I want to own my own shop. I want to do this and that. But now it's like, I want to work in my garage, which there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just crazy to hear such a change.
It's crazy to hear. That's a big change.
And this is where I'm trying to say, like, it's amazing. And it's not bad or good. So whoever's doing it, it's great you're doing it. Whoever's not doing it, it's great. If you're doing the traditional approach, it's great. But I just feel like the respect is being lost for the industry slightly. And that's why I like the idea of the expos, because I did the expo. People were buying tickets and they go, so what is it? I'm like, what is what? And they go, what is an expo? I'm like, you don't know what... People, I honestly, and I can you comment on podcasts?
I
I wonder if people can comment, but I guarantee people thought that it was just going to be like a room with some barber chairs and us cutting
Bro,
hair with some products on the shelf.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, bro, because obviously you probably know this more than me, but the last time an expo happened in
I think it was 2019.
Yeah, it was like in 2019 because I remember it was pre-COVID because it was in the
Smoke
South
Garage,
yeah.
and then 2021 or 2, they had another one in Newcastle.
Yeah,
but
the wall barber.
Yeah, the wall one. Yeah. And sorry, circling back even to what you said before, bro, how that small percentage of it is cutting. I noticed recently that I've had a lot of young barbers come up to me wanting to be an educator, and they're like, bro, I want to be an educator, but bro, look at this haircut I'm doing, like it's fully sick, hey? And it's like, yeah, but like that's just a haircut, bro.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, the beautiful thing about what we do is it's a clipper and you go like that. Bro, my son could do that and he's 11.
Yeah.
Our youngest, nearly 4-year-old could do it if I really held him still and said, practice. Hey, free labour. Maybe not.
$3 an hour.
It's not. We're not actually doing heart surgery.
Yeah.
We're not sending a thing to the moon.
Yeah.
We're just cutting hair. But that's what I'm saying. Don't treat it like. Why can't we treat it like heart surgery with communication? Like is how you talk to someone in the chair. Consultation, the understanding. KPIs, business, knowledge, urgency for a customer. Like I can look at a customer and read exactly, are they in a hurry, they're chill, that's what I mean. Like there's so much more.
I think
cutting hair is like 10%. Would you say?
Yes.
I see, man, because like I know for my music, bro, I've been having the same thing, bro. All these people trying to make like AI music, you know what I mean? It's like they've taken making music away from being an art form, but just being something that you can just listen to.
Yeah, they're
almost
taking the authenticity away from it.
Yeah, bro. And then like it kind of relates back, bro, because like it's going way off topic, but one of my favorite artists, like he just dropped an album. Yeah. He kind of proved that like none of this AI stuff can touch him. You know what I mean? And I feel like same as this, bro. You know, you got those, but doing this 4B and stuff, like none of that can kind of
I think there's one way to look at it as well. Like you've got, your trade like certificate and then your uni degree, and then you don't have it. So it's kind of like we're trying to go down.
Yeah.
Do you feel?
And
It's like we're trying to get rid of that step of, I'm a certified barber. Like why would we get rid of that?
Yeah, 100%.
Like why would we?
it's not even that we're getting rid of it. We don't even regulate it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But I'm not saying if you're not certified, you're not good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't have to be qualified to be good. It's amazing if you are, because it's a protection on our fucking industry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
But like, why 4Barbers? Why Expo?
Yeah.
Why Josh OP? Why Josh and Monica? Why anything we've ever done? Why our shops? Because lifting, bro. Everything we do more is lifting,
Elevating,
the standard
bro.
of the
Straight
industry, and
up.
elevating it. And there's plenty of other people in the industry that are doing the same thing, and it's amazing. But if we,
And I think
you
that's
can tell I'm a bit frustrated by it, because I get frustrated with the unknown, bro.
Yeah. And I think what the craziest thing, bro, is that and this is exactly why Jayden and I want to do this podcast, bro, and exactly why we're trying to set up NAU, is because it's one thing to read your story, bro, but fucking you sitting here showing us your emotion, bro, and visually showing us how much the industry fucking means to you, that's fucking powerful, bro. For those young kids that are out there, to hear someone like yourself and Hayley, who are industry standard leaders in my eyes, saying this stuff, it's educating them. It's educating them through what they may not realize they need to know, but they need to fucking know, because it's saving our industry. It's saving that culture of the industry that is there, and making sure that it doesn't die out. It doesn't die out. Yeah. Straight up, bro.
But it's even. I think it's like the simplest way to put it is we want to unblock the roadblocks of the industry. So because like the amount of business owners we know that like, oh, where do I order product from? You're like, how do you not know? Serious, how do you not know where to order product from? Or a business owner saying to us, apprenticeship, why would I have an apprentice? Or how do I do that?
Unblocking those roadblocks.
Or a young kid saying, how do I get an apprenticeship? Or how do I become this? Or how do I do that? And I think that's like, because I've been confused as a young man being a barber, young. And I know you've been lost and confused in the industry too. It's about trying to clear all that up. But also, man, I just want to do some cool fucking shit.
Yeah, straight. And bro, even in you saying that, G, you guys have gone fucking traveled around the world, man, this year. And you were the fucking the first Australian educator for Babblers to get on stage and fucking throw down with the big guns, G. Like what was that experience for you?
Thought
Like,
you were nervous for this
yeah,
podcast?
yeah, like especially like from Hayley, and it's like, obviously that question can be split up in how did that make you feel, and then what was it like watching Fraser go through that process of getting there and being there?
Well, it's funny because that was on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
We've actually we did more stuff than that, but I was never cared for Instagram.
Yeah.
We've been to
Well,
Europe,
Denmark,
bro.
you were on stage.
I was on stage in Denmark in
Denmark.
2000.
Holy.
I'm not good with dates, so.
In Denmark, Hayley won a international competition.
Yeah, wow.
And she got flown to Canada, to Las Vegas, to Los Angeles,
Wow.
What the
and to
hell?
Europe. You went to Europe as well.
Yeah,
That's
then-
amazing.
Yeah.
And but no, to be honest, like obviously Babblers Pro.
Yeah.
You know, and many people know I love Babblers Pro, and I love people.
Yeah.
And when I say people, I mean people behind it and people with all the brands we work with.
Yep.
They're amazing people. So to get on stage with because I don't fanboy. Like I've cut some famous rappers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And bro, I'm just like.
Yeah.
I cut Jimmy Barnes. That was awesome. Haley cut one of the Wiggles, bro.
What?
Who did you cut?
It was blue, the blue one.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony.
Not me gonna say Andrew.
Hey, shout
I'll
out
let you know the
Anthony.
name.
Shout out Andrew.
It's so funny. I'll be in a conversation somewhere. I'm like, yeah, I've cut Chris Brown, and Haley's like, I cut the blue wiggle.
I win every time.
Every time
You've
Blue
cut
Wiggle
Chris
wins. But bro, like, what? Yeah. So you didn't fangirl, but it was
No,
like,
of course it's cool, but because, bro, I mean, you boys
See,
know
but
me.
I wish
I
could do
don't
that,
know
man.
the name of any artist.
Yeah.
I'm so not really cool. Like, I don't dress
Just letting you know,
that
bro.
cool.
I'm just letting you know, G.
Footballer.
That's mean.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Sonny. Well, I cut Sonny Bill for like him and Mundine. I cut them for a few years.
Bro, so when people...
So you started the Sonny Bill
G,
trend,
yeah,
bro.
G, like when we're there in the shop and the kids are saying, the Sonny Bill, you were actually doing the Sonny Bill, bro, on Sonny Bill.
But the funny thing is, the first time I met him, bro, I was cutting his hair, and I'm like, "So you going to watch the game tonight?" And all the barbers,
no.
like,
Have no fear.
and even I think Lance and Lorenzo were working, and they looked at me like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "See, that's what I mean." I honestly, and
Yeah.
I was never cool enough to work at Coach Kings because I don't know these people. But I don't know where I was going with this, to be honest.
No,
but-
like you don't fangirl, bro. Like
No,
it's not like
it's
you,
not that.
yeah,
It's not that I'm too cool, but I
Yeah.
just don't really. I don't really care.
yeah, straight
Like
up.
Haley's like, let's go see Ice Cube concert. She's all excited. I'm like, yeah.
Bro, and I
F
envy
the
that,
police.
man.
Everybody, or even that concert that you went to, and every chick was just like,
Oh,
popping
Neo.
shit.
She
Yeah.
made me go. We went to a
I've heard you
concert
go
2
there.
weeks ago. She's like, babe, I got tickets to go see Neo. And I'm like, sweet. and then I'm there and I'm like, so sick of love songs.
I couldn't imagine to get on stage, and do the.
Bro, I couldn't imagine this bloody Travis Scott concert, bro.
Oh,
That
bro,
would have been
straight
crazy.
up.
You know, you both know how not cool I am, right?
Yeah.
I'm cool, but I'm not cool. I'm a dad, man.
Yeah.
But then I'm literally in America, bro, with Frank the Barber, with fucking Sophie, and I'm like, I'm just cutting hair. That was amazing, bro. And
Yeah.
thanks to Babblers Pro and Dayline, Michelle,
Yeah.
Canis, Vula, they've always believed in me. And people, bros, it was. But
Yeah.
then, when again,
Yeah.
twice, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And I literally,
Backed it
we
up.
were home for what, like 10 days. I was fucking wrecked, bro, because we'd traveled to America, to New York. We'd been away, and then I get an email. They're like, "We want you back in Orlando premiere, the biggest
wow.
hair event for consumers
Yeah.
in the entire world.
Was that-
on the globe,
60,000
bro.
people.
Was
bro.
that Babylus
Wow.
AU or Babylus US, bro?
Babblers US?
Let's fucking go, bro. That's a big fucking deal.
So and then see when I went there, do you think that I was just like, hey, I'm Fraser, bro?
No.
I treated them the same way I talked to you.
Yeah.
I went in there and I was like, everybody I'm going to talk to,
Yeah.
I'm going to opportunize the fuck
Fuck
out of it.
Yeah, straight
Yeah,
up.
bro.
Yeah.
If that's
Yeah.
a word, but anyway.
No, bro, but I know what you mean. I can picture you going there, and every fucking person you see, you're just, hey, I'm Fraser, bang. Hey.
I had a sit down meeting with Hayley before we walked in the room. I'm like, film fucking everything, interview. We got to interview everyone. Write a list. We got to do
I
that.
was
and
Kalib
take
at the Expo, but yeah.
I was pretty sure I was on stage doing it. And I was looking at her going, you fucking filming?
Wow.
It's just normal.
And was that where you didn't meet OP then though. Hey, it was at Expo prior or was
So CT Expo last year.
Yeah.
Last year, because I was on stage this
year
twice.
yep.
Yeah. So last year I went with Jono. Hayley wasn't able to come, but I was with Jono.
685.
And Babbler sent us. Me and Jono were so lucky to the late David, who owned Dateline Imports. He literally flew Michelle Envula, flew me and Jono, bloody business class, baby.
Oh, let's
all
go.
the way to CT.
Let's
And
go.
there's two guys from Australia, aka New Zealand, Jono as well. And we're like, bro, we're at fucking CT Expo.
Yeah, wow.
But then I said to Jono, I said to Jono, he literally on that trip, he came up with the name, and then the Expo in my head. Because, you know, I just finished with my old business, done with that. So I'm like, the Expo, I've always wanted to do an Expo.
Yep.
I'm fucking doing it. I told Jono. John's like, yeah, man, do an Expo. But no, he believed me. And I literally beelined. The minute I walked into CT, I knew OP was there.
Yep.
And I beelined up to him. And kind of awkward but funny story. I went up to Josh OP, but everyone's just surrounding him, bro. Because CT Expo, 20, 30,000 people.
Yeah.
So there's nothing on our expos here. 1,000 booths.
Wow,
Right?
man.
Our
Crazy.
expo's 50. Hair Festival, don't quote me on this, but maybe 100 booths or something, right?
Yeah.
1,000. So
out,
huge.
bro.
And I seen Josh OP, I'm like, Josh OP. A little bit of fangirl. When it comes to barbering or hair, bro. I fangirl for Sharon Blaine.
Yeah, you do.
Sharon Blaine's
Yeah.
an older lady. If you don't know Sharon Blaine as a barber, fucking follow her on Instagram. She's the queen of hairdressing educators in the entire world.
Wow.
And when I seen her, I'm like, Sharon Blaine. But she's an old lady now. She's probably 60 or something like that. But I followed her for years because like what she's done for the hairdressing industry, that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, I beeline Josh. Can I keep going?
Yeah, bro, go
I
hard.
beeline
dude.
Josh OP.
Go hard.
And I was like, blah, 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 blah. And bro, I've got a missus. 8 years. I know who the boss is. It's her. We all know that she's the boss. So when I seen him, I was talking, and then as I'm talking, he was distracted by other people like, get a photo of me. And I could tell he was half not listening to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just this guy that has been talking to him on Instagram for about a year trying to get his
Was this
attention.
at his booth?
Bro.
At his booth? Yeah.
Straight up to him. And I looked behind him and I'm like, his wife. Fuck
Wow.
off. I literally, in my head, I didn't say it. I wouldn't never to Josh, but in my mind, I was like, fuck off, Josh. And I went straight and I
To
was
the
like,
boss, to the
"Hey,
boss herself."
are
Captain.
Are you Jess? Yeah, I'm Josh's wife. I said, you do all the bookings? Yep. Next year, this date, we're doing an expo, Gold Coast. I want Josh there. How much? She's like, huh? Well, we've got to talk about it and have a meeting. But bro, I know in business, if you don't fucking do something right then and there,
capitalise
if I had
on
have
that,
flown home with Jono and tried to do it over text,
It's like,
Yeah.
fuck,
it won't
which
happen.
blah, blah.
Never would have happened.
so she was like, oh, we'll think about it. And I said, okay, this much money. And I won't say, but I went, I will pay you this. And I could tell I fucking overpaid.
Yeah.
But not in terms of what he's
What was her
worth.
reaction, man? What was her reaction?
Yeah. Was it like?
Bro, she went and grabbed Josh straight away. I had full
that says it all.
undivided attention of both of them, which was game changing. It felt very powerful,
Yeah,
but I was
yeah.
not fucking around.
Yeah.
And that's when even Jono was like, what the fuck? And I said, yep, and 10% beat.
Bang,
Boom,
bro.
paid right then and there. And I paid 10% deposit and I literally left in 10 minutes going, we've got Josh a beer at Expo.
Yeah,
Bro.
wow.
And I think the craziest thing, like, that's like, what, 2 years ago now that happened. And even sitting here today, this afternoon after the class, bro, and we're all having a laugh and whatnot, and how we sort of say, bro, like when you come here, are you like, is it like weird or whatnot?
Hayley's always
And-
telling me, she's like, it's Josh OP, be professional. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, he's my friend.
Yeah, and then straight up, he's like, I think the coolest thing is that he said today that out of everywhere he goes, when he comes here, it's like it's just a straight friendship,
He's our
bro.
friend, bro.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way. I think because you went on the tour and then I met Josh and I went to dinner with Fraser
okay.
and Josh.
Yeah, wow.
And we sat down and I was like, I should leave because they sat next to each other. So I sat across from them and they were sharing a menu. They're like, what do you want to get? We'll share this and this and this. And I was like, I'm so the third wheel
really?
right now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was, yeah.
Because I'm nowhere near Josh OP
Yeah.
in terms of, and I'm not, but what I'm saying, outside of barbering,
Yeah.
bro, me and Josh OP are like so similar. He's ADHD as a
Motherfucker,
bro.
yeah.
I'm ADHD as a motherfucker. We both love food, but really nice food. And we just get along so well, bro. And I feel like when he come here, my thing with you, everyone, I want everyone, the 30 people in the room today. You
Yeah.
know, I'm like, lunch is at this time, guys. I'm feeding
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
break time. Hey, come in, guys. I'm a caretaker. I want to
Yeah.
look after people. And
Yeah.
then when Josh is here, I don't want him to look at me as a business transaction. I'm his fucking friend, bro.
Yeah.
And yes, I'll keep providing money
Yeah.
and his worth because it's
Yeah.
worth it. But now, after one trip, he's not just coming here and I'm paying him anymore. We're business partners.
Yeah. And bro, one thing that I love about that, and it's something that my dad told me a long time ago, and something that I carry with myself in my career, is that people will never remember you for what you did, but how you made them feel. And
Bro,
I think
feeling is-
yeah. It's and I know coming away from like events, and even when we have the 4Barbers educators together and we all go out for a feed, like that family and that culture that is being built is like you walk away thinking, "Fuck, this is amazing."
Even you just said that about dinner, and I spoke to Simon Ronan, I can't remember. I spoke to a couple of people about this today, and it's not to boast because when someone takes you to dinner, if I take Hayley to dinner, I pay for her. She says thank you. If she takes me to dinner, she pays me. I say thank you. It's not about saying I'm a big man to pay for your dinner, so I own you. But bro, did we have to take 20 of our team out last night? Did we?
No.
I didn't have to do that. Would have you still liked me if I didn't?
Yeah.
But I just want, bro, you're here in a room and I'm like, I know you have a partner at home with kids, but bro, I want to be community. So we go to dinner and we spend a lot of money on stuff like that. And even my other business partner with the barbershops, he said, this is important. It's community. I want to bring it together. And he literally said, I have no budget.
Yeah, wow.
Because when it comes to stuff like that, it's invaluable.
Yeah,
And
straight
even,
up, bro.
I remember the first time we went to dinner, it was like $2,000. With Josh and Hayley's
He
like,
likes to
Oh
tell
my
me
God.
I
after.
don't even think our
Yeah.
15 people dinner
when we
was
went.
that much, bro.
yeah, when we went with Josh. When we at the expo and stuff like that,
Yeah.
the dinners were
Yeah,
very
yeah.
expensive.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Hayley's like, Fraser, you shouldn't be. And I'm like, look, there is some part of it. I'm like, fuck, I spent too much. but then I'm just like, it's even just dinner with
Yep.
Josh.
Yep.
It created our business opportunity.
Yeah.
Because it was the time we spent together, understanding each other, knowing each other, and we're doing it over food. And I'm one of 9 kids, so like that moment and when you're eating and
with
together.
the family, bro. Yeah, straight up.
Bro, I love it, bro.
And even just that, like, you look back at the videos that you even took last night, Hayley, and it's like, it just gives you that feeling of like, fuck, these guys are a straight family, and it's
But can I ask you something?
yeah.
Did you ever think if you're sitting at a table with 20 people and one of them Josh OP and even the
Bro,
other educators in the room, it's crazy.
And that's like what me and this guy were talking about, bro. Like we never, we had a moment last year after the expo when we stayed back and we cleaned up and we helped the pack up of the expo, and we were sitting there while old mate was sitting there cutting 8 fucking ducks up, and Jayden and I were sitting there just like, bro, we're at a table with
bro.
fucking
We looked
Josh
at
OP,
we looked at each other.
Lance, like
Bruh.
it was the biggest like.
Yeah.
And I think that culture that is being built inside the team like that is incredible, and I think that's why what kind of separates 4B from a lot of different brands and companies where we're just a family, bro, straight, and we value everyone and we care about everybody, and it's not just us and the team, it's the brands, it's everybody
I care
else
about all
around
brands,
it, yeah,
bro.
straight up.
People always ask me, what's your favorite tool? Bro, I love all of them
Everyone,
because
yeah.
all of them are adding value to our industry.
Yeah.
Every single brand, Babblers, JRL, Wall, Andis, keep going, Gamma Plus, Stylecraft, Silver Bullet, we could go on for days.
TPOB, Mac Gaiman,
All these scissor brands, all the wetline brands. I love all of them. And even if people think that I don't because I'm a Babblers educator,
Yeah.
I love them all, bro, because they increase the value of our industry.
Yeah.
They invest into our industry. They believe in our industry. Yes, they're trying to sell something.
Yeah.
Yes, they're trying to market something. So the fuck are we? We sell haircuts.
Yeah.
We're doing the same thing, but it's a different product.
Yeah.
So, and if you're doing any of this and you don't have business in your mind,
Yep.
bro, when people say to me, oh, I'm not in this for the money. Fuck, bro, how do you pay your rent?
Yeah.
How do you pay your rent? How do you, because for me, and you answer this from a female perspective, this would be great. But for me, there's only 2 things in my life that have ever broken me as a man,
Yep.
ever made me cry as a man, ever made me want to not be here anymore as a man. And that is relationships and money.
Yeah, wow.
There is not a single other thing on this fucking planet that could affect my day.
Wow.
Besides relationships, because I care about her, and when I hurt her,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah.
Because she's the boss.
Yeah.
No, but if I hurt her or upset her, it's it ruins my day.
Yeah.
Because it's a frustration, it's upsetting for me, it makes me angry. And then if I'm broke and I can't provide for her or my children, or even provide for me or buy me some of my joys, like a pack of cigarettes, it's hard, bro.
Too.
But if I stub my toe, if you yelled at me, whatever, bro. It's like a fart in the wind.
Yeah.
And
What do you think? What from your perspective?
Well, going back to that, I think to add that, like us all being a family, but one thing I love about us is that literally everyone is welcome. Like on the tables, like we always have heaps of people joining us, and then we'll even have a certain brand dinner, and then we've got other brands joining us. Like it's never been that, team of we're better.
Yeah,
you
straight
can't
up.
join us.
Yeah.
You can't sit with us. Like
100%.
nothing like that. Like it's always been a family, and we always say like we are going to grow so much better.
If you're a nice,
together.
if you're a nice person,
Yeah.
please, I want to be with you.
Yeah.
In every aspect of the way.
Yeah.
And that's brand, barber, hairdresser, salon owner, business owner.
Literally anyone.
Fucking anyone, bro. Where I know, there is some stigma in the industry, not just about us, but other brands and where Goldwell or Weller or whatever, where they might not like each other. But like you said something at the very start of this about Hair Festival, about my expo being bigger than them. And I corrected you because they deserve the respect that they are the biggest expo.
Yeah.
Not me. They actually promoted my expo.
Yeah.
We, and when I say we, myself, Expo, and also Mocha, our media partner, they promoted their. Bro, that's the way it fucking should be.
Yeah, straight up. Yep.
Because I love Hair Festival because I got to do my expo and run it and yell at you the whole time.
Where is it?
But then I got to go to Hair Festival and be with my boy Simon Doyle, with Hayley, with Lance, with you. Oh no, you weren't there. My bad. Sorry. But the other JRL educators. But then I got to be on stage and do the beautiful art creative thing and speak business and speak clippers and
Sophie as well.
oh my God.
Because the funny thing is, we were also messaging her for years.
I went to Taronga Zoo with Sophie Pock.
Bro, and I'm not gonna lie. I will never fucking live down that I didn't come to Hair Expo this year because
And I told you to
bro,
come, remember?
yeah, straight up.
I literally said, bro, get paid for a ticket. And I know you were struggling at the time.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We have our struggles, but I was like, bro, you have to be here.
Yeah. And I will never live that down because like she was the first actual like educator that I followed on Instagram.
Number one female educator in the fucking world,
And she's a fucking G. She seems like the nicest, most
Beautiful.
And she's not just a talented barber. She's like when you guys were doing your Babbler shoot or whatever, and she just straight up was like, sit down. And just fucking.
There's one thing I hate about Sophie Pock, though, and I'm going to say it to everyone in the world. When I'm around her, I feel so uncool, bro.
I think you said that to her a lot.
I literally said to her, like, it annoys me. I feel like she could wake up from a bender, like pooed herself, and she would still be cooler than I am. You know?
Wow.
But we went to the zoo, and I've been walking with her and her partner Valerie, and Valerie's a gangster too. She's awesome.
She's amazing.
And I'm walking with them, and like I was picturing other people looking at us, being like, "Holy shit, this is." They don't even know Sophie Pock, right? Or they're not a barber, and they're like, "Wow!" And then here I am, like, just me.
Yeah.
They're like, "Why is he with them?"
I think it was like stalker vibes.
But bro, I was on stage with her and Lance. Fuck, bro. And then we were one by one on stage, and like Simon would refer to this too. We're literally just cutting hair, and then Sophie, "What's up, Sophie?" Yeah, "What's up, Sophie?" And then she's cutting hair, and we're like, it was crazy.
The best part was we were all like, really chill, and then we would get back into our little van, and we were all fangirling.
Giddy as,
Yeah, we
yeah.
were. It was pretty.
But we drove around the whole time, and same thing. I hired a car, my own money.
Yep.
I paid for all the parking. I paid for most of the food, because it's like and then I leave and I'm broke, bro. I'm honest. I left and I'm like, fuck, I got stressed, big bills, bit broke. But it's such, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. No.
If Hayley was in charge of the four, no, I'm saying if Hayley was in charge of the 4B money, we'd probably have more money. But
I thought you were going to say the dinners were cancelled.
no, she would have dinner.
Chucks you on the spotlight
She would
like
have
that.
dinner, but she'd be like, "Come on, guys, lay on the picnic
Well,
rug. We're having fish and chips."
Okay, we can all admit we saw the
Chicken
food
from
last
Coles.
night.
Yeah.
We were done halfway, and then the food kept coming.
Yeah,
like I
wow.
said, you can
100%.
order, and then I'll condense
Yeah.
because
that-
it does. You do
but
love to order.
It's everything good and bad about a human stems from their childhood, bro.
Yeah.
Hayley teaches me a lot about this, and I'm one of 9 kids, single mum, bro. I was gonna say motherfucker because she's beautiful. I love her, but she fucking fed us, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not the slimmest guy in the world,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And dinner was never, like when I got with Hayley, she's Italian, you sit down, there is the shared meals, but a lot of what we did was like you get your plated meal. Bro, our dinners was you didn't get a plate of food served to you. You got a fucking bowl dumped with shit and you just piled it onto your plate. Do you know what I mean?
So hence why we always do that style of
Bro,
when we're out.
It's like last night. And the whole time, like, bro, do you get a spring roll?
Yeah.
Bro, you eat something?
If I eat something,
Even when we're at dinner at your house, man, we had the steak.
Oh
board
yeah,
out, bro.
you didn't let us
Everything
not
I forgot
finish
about
it, bro.
And that's why Hayley knows, like, when we go to dinner on a date, who orders?
You.
Always, bro.
Always.
And she's sitting there going, that's too much. You can get those, but you're not going to get an extra entree. And I'm like, but it's about, like, it's that feeling inside that I want to, like, serve.
Yeah.
I want to make, hey, are you happy?
Yeah.
And if you're not, it's bothering me because I'm an empath. If you're upset,
Yeah.
it pisses me off because
Yeah.
I'm upset. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm yelling at you, Expo, to
Yeah.
raise your standard because if you don't, I'll drop my standard.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I feel you, bro. And even going with Expo now, bro, like what's the plans leading into next year, and what do we got coming, bro? Because I know if you're talking about fucking leveling up, bro, and you have such a fucking high standard, I'm so excited to see what's happening in 2025,
You
bro.
want to talk? Because I'm like,
I
I
don't
get
know what we
goosebumps
can
talking about
say.
it, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, but it's
Oh,
all
okay.
happening. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know what.
Yeah, I'll protect some of it because
All
you might
right.
say too much.
All right.
No, but
yeah.
this time of year for me, before Expo, before it was born, I fucking hated. As a barber, it's mental. It's Christmas. Everyone's getting cuts. Excuse me.
That's a crazy
Everyone's
action.
getting cuts.
That's what I was thinking
That
about.
was me point cutting backwards. By the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was
Sweet,
doing
sweet.
Josh OP point cutting.
Normally, yeah.
Okay, clippering then. But no, this is a crazy time of year for barbers in shops, and I feel for them, I love it because it's busy. And when it's busy, that's when you become indispensable and you make more money and you
Yeah.
grow, right? So use it for advantage. Don't go, oh, it's busy, I'm tired. No,
Yeah.
fuck that. There's no such thing as tired. But for me, as an educator for the last so many years, bro, this time of year is when I mentally struggled because education dies.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there like, tweedle. I'm still busy cutting or running business, whatever, but I'm just like, I'm not like fuel. Like today, today's my unleaded 98 fuel going inside me.
bro,
The
100%.
Expo is like my 2 NOS tanks for me for the next 3 months. I know that sounds
You got to
funny.
get your cup filled, bro.
Yeah,
like,
straight
Bro,
up.
it's my fuel. And if I don't travel to overseas to CT Expo next year, if I don't go to any expo or don't do ours, I don't know if I'll make out the year. Like truly, because I need that excitement challenge. I hate not being challenged.
Yeah.
But bro, Expo for Barbers next year. This what I'm trying to get at saying
Yeah.
is I'm rambling.
You got me on the edge of my seats, G. My
It's
cheeks are clenching,
now-
bro. My cheeks are clenching.
Last year and this year is the first time in my whole barbering career that this time is now my favorite time of the year.
Yeah,
And
wow.
it's because we're planning.
Wow.
Expo for Barbers will forever be in the period that it's around, that late April to May.
Yep.
And there's reasoning behind that, but it'll always be there. And bro, because you plan a year before. We've been planning for months.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night it goes live, bro. I am barber horny.
Yeah. Let's go.
But we've got, like I said, you've got the educators, the international educators who, I don't know, if I sat here, would anyone ever run an expo and then bring in some of these international educators? But not only that, bring in all the brands together.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
think at your level, bro. I don't.
Bro, and the battle, the vibe of that battle,
Wow,
and the
yeah.
people smiling, and the people happy, the people winning, the people competing. Fuck,
People
bro.
still talk about it.
Bro.
I
Wherever
think the
you
battle,
travel, they
the
just say
vibe of the battle was, and the success of the battle, like it made the expo better than it
Yeah,
was.
straight up, bro. And I think
Are
the
you-
fact that you guys had it before the expo and not at the expo, I think that's what made it so
Are you,
fucking
are you
special.
keeping that sort of thing too?
Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying to me, I mean, she just answered it, but yeah.
No. Sorry.
No, it's good that you answered it, but everyone says to both of us, you should do the battle at the expo. CT Expo, Jay Majors, my idol. He's the #1 expo holder in the whole world, biggest barber expo in the entire world, 30,000 people. Not only that, he hosts 50 expos a year just
Yeah.
in the USA, and then also in South American countries, whatever. His battle is at his expo during the day.
Okay.
You'd think that I'd just replicate what he did. Bro, it needs to be an opening. It's like think of an opening night. What do they call
Yeah,
it?
wow.
Opening ceremony of the Olympics.
Open
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
And you're
And
yeah.
because I've watched those battles. Me and Jono watched it at CT,
Yeah.
and this is when I decided no, because bro, I'm a tool nerd, bro.
Yeah.
I want to play with all the tools. I want to buy all the tools. I want to look at this.
Yeah.
I want to talk to that business owner, this one. How can I do that if I'm watching a fucking battle, bro?
Yeah.
And the battle in there, because all the convention centers at expos, they're always bright lights. It's very like you're in an office kind of feel.
Yeah.
Bro, that's not a battle exciting to me. It needs to be like underground
Yeah,
nightclub
it
style,
ain't no
bro.
Fight Club stuff, man. It ain't no Fight Club shit,
Yeah.
man.
Literally. So that's why, stop asking me. It will always remain the night before.
Yep.
Because it needs to be a celebration of the standard in our industry, and that's
Yep.
all of us in the room. That's the celebration.
Yep.
While these fucking gangsters are battling it
Battling
out,
out in the ring, man. Let's go.
Everyone
that's so
connected too.
Yes,
So the
yeah.
next day, everyone knew each other.
Yeah.
Everyone was like blending groups.
Yeah.
Like it was great.
Yeah.
And that feeling, because, sorry,
No, you're right.
obviously the battle's opening to our expo.
Yeah.
Hayley was there, and I don't think I even told you this, but you know how I said we were planning it, and she would question, is it going to work? And I go, yeah, it's going to work.
Yeah.
I swear to God, bro, up until the moment I opened the door, I was like, we're fucked.
Wow.
There's not going to be enough people here.
Yeah.
We're going to look like idiots. Bro, I opened the door. The fucking line was like
Yeah.
it
like
was
600 meters
crazy.
long. And I was like,
Fuck.
holy fuck. And I had already given everyone a job to do at the battle. Like, Hayley's doing this. I was meant to be back there with the judges going through shit.
Yeah.
I got that excited. I'm like, I'll scan the tickets. And I scanned every ticket in that fucking door because I wanted, you know why? I don't know if you've seen me do it today, but why? It's, yes, I want to scan a ticket, but I wanted to shake everyone's hand and say, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And say hello, thank you. And because it's like, I said that to Hayley today at the end of the OP class, there's 30 people. I said, Hales, she was talking to some of the attendees, and I said, Hales, come with me. Let's go thank everyone for being here.
Wow.
Thank you for investing your time and money to be here. And I'm nobody, but I just still want to say thank you.
Yeah.
Because they did invest into us. Without them, we wouldn't have this.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Engine again, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think
That's so cool, man.
even coming, you just saying that, bro, just sort of came to my mind that, fuck, gee, the legacy, like your legacy is going to be fucking great, bro. And I know you don't like the spotlight being shone on you, bro.
Well, it's ours.
And
It's
yeah,
our
yeah,
legacy.
yeah, straight up. And like the legacy that you both are fucking leaving, like hearing your story and hearing everything that you two both have been through, and then to where you are now, like the legacy, bro, that you're leaving, and that I see for you, bro, is fucking genuinely gangster. And I'm gonna be so grateful to one day be like, yeah, I knew this guy. Yeah, me and him had dinner together.
And
Actually,
it's not about fame for us.
Yeah.
I actually don't like that, and Hayley fucking hates that.
Yeah, because when you were saying that, I was just thinking,
Wow.
but you're literally going to
Crazy.
be with us. You know, we
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
everyone to be a part
Crazy.
of this.
Yeah.
It's never like us like
We-
on
No.
top of anyone. It's like we're all going to do this
yeah,
together.
yeah. And that's what I fucking love about you, is because it's like, yeah, you are just you're a gangster. You're a real fucking like
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
not a lot of the time you get to talk to people about, you know, our conversations or
Yeah.
what we do behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Caleb, most of the time people want to talk to me. They go, "How do I be an educator?
Yeah.
How do I become a barber?
Yeah.
How do I grow my business?" So
Yeah.
I'm always you're fart giving all
Yeah,
the time,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Ideas and then I'm like an absolute fiend for like
Yeah.
looking at someone and going, "I've got to help this person," because remember the
Yeah.
empath.
Yeah.
And I am a teddy bear, bro. I want to
Yeah.
help people, but also, bro, there's leverage for me. There's
Yeah.
leverage for them. And like, I'm not saying I did it, because
Yeah.
Jono was a part of your journey.
Yeah.
TG was a part
Yeah.
of your journey. He was
Yeah.
a part of your journey. Many people were. But I know for some of the stuff we've done together, bro, you've leveled you know?
Yeah.
But
I can say that.
that's your guys' imprint and legacy on me, bro. Like
Not
that's
just us though, it's
yeah.
everyone.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But I want you to know, bro. Like I know you're not gonna fucking retain onto it, and you're not gonna hold, because I know that's
why I'm
who
not
you
looking
are.
at you. I'm
Yeah,
just like,
straight up. But G, straight up, G. Bro, to the grave, bro. Straight up.
Yeah.
You guys, both you and Hayley, the impact that you've had on my career, Jayden's career as well, and you know the impact that you're having with us with NAU, and you know you guys jumping on here. That's a fucking legacy that you're imprinting on, and I'm just grateful for you guys, and you know we
Well, that-
really appreciate it.
That's
eh?
how I feel about you and Jayden and every barber that was here today, and every brand and every tool company and every product company. Bro, without Linda, Mocha, I could keep going and going
Yeah.
with the tribe or everyone.
Yeah.
It's not just me, bro. And that's why it's not And Josh OP says the same thing. He was Barber Josh OP for how many years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's OP 45 now.
Yeah.
He's got like 50 educators.
Yeah.
He's trying to step away.
Yeah.
100%.
Bro, this isn't called Fraser education.
No.
4Barbers. It annoys me when an educator doesn't reference it as theirs
Yeah.
Yeah.
on our team.
Yeah.
If they're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I work for you, don't fucking work for me, bro. You are
You-
not
you
my
are,
employee.
yeah. Yeah.
You are 4Barbers.
4Barbers, yeah.
You're an educator for 4Barbers. When I work for 4Barbers, I invoice 4Barbers.
Yeah.
When you work for it, you invoice
Yeah.
4Barbers. Same, I
Yeah,
pay
wow.
Haley
Yeah,
too.
and I think
$3.80 an hour.
Yeah, because I think it's cool. You were saying the story before, and we're sort of obviously winding down a little bit now with the potty. But the last couple of things that I wanted to say, one of them being, I feel like, did you get that from the Culture Kings boss and how he would come in and get a haircut and he would pull out his Visa card and go boom, pay for it, and like people would sit there going, oh, what the fuck? But
Well, honest,
it's-
up until 2 years ago, I couldn't even afford to pay
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
yes, all the business owners, Simon Beard, Tani Beard, taught me so much about business and about so much.
Yeah.
Okay. And many people I work with, there's many people along the journey that have paid tribute to who I am today. But I think a real big part of it is what's inside in terms of the hunger and, having people like Hayley, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Because
gonna
she
say-
knows, like, you are my friend. You know
Yeah,
that, Jay.
yeah.
You are my friend. But I actually, how do I say it without, I'm not trying to insult you by saying you're not my friend. But, bro, I only really have 1 or 2 friends.
No, bro,
And I
straight
mean
up.
outside of the
work.
industry.
Yeah.
Because
straight
my
up,
whole
bro.
people go, oh, you know that whole balance conversation?
Yeah, yeah,
She'll probably hit me for saying this, but bro, there's no balance when this is my life.
yeah,
Some people in life, they play footy for a living. I hair.
yeah,
I
straight up.
hair.
Yeah,
Hair. No, seriously, everything about this, that is my life. It's not, I don't go to the pub with boys and drink beer.
Yeah.
We sit at home talking about work.
And there's been times.
And
you'll admit this.
loving your miniature chihuahuas.
Yes.
Sorry, my G. Sorry to check you
I
on that as
showed
well.
you the
like,
photo. Can we actually put that up?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
post it up.
thank
If you airdrop something,
I will
we'll put it
airdrop
up, and
to you,
that's
thank
going
you.
on.
He
all
always
of
says
that.
he hates the dogs, but I've
I
been
don't
waiting for this
hate
moment.
the dogs.
Has the
I'm
name
not
changed
getting
yet?
used
Has
Sorry,
the name
my
changed?
G.
No, it's still,
Mickey?
yeah, Mickey and Minnie.
But bro, you know what? I'll sit here and say I do love the dogs. You know why? Because when I see my kids playing with them and Haley, it makes me happy.
Makes you happy. Straight
But
up.
then I go like this. I get home and they actually like me more than her. I swear to God.
That's when you take them to dinners, you let them sit
But I rub their belly. But then there's a thing about me where I just like germs,
Yeah.
poo, and then if I don't do any cleaning up and pick up poo, then I get yelled at. So I'm like, oh man. So that's why I love them. But it's like, fuck
Bro,
off.
imagine if you had a dog bigger than this, bro. Imagine a bloody...
Nah, this dog is like this big. But our son named the other chihuahua, is a girl, Minnie.
Yeah.
And then we got this other little fucking thing.
Even smaller.
Tiny,
Yeah.
bro. And he called it Mickey and Minnie, because he loves Mickey Mouse. But yeah, I don't know where I was going before.
Nah,
that.
bro,
Well, you were
yeah.
talking
I think-
about Simon.
Beard, Simon.
Yeah,
Beard.
Simon Beard. Because I was going to say as well that we would always go home from work and discuss work all the time. But you said something that he said to you about when you have a shop, you should be making money in every single corner.
Oh.
And that's how this actually started.
Oh, yeah.
Like the concept of it.
And that's
Yeah.
why, bro, yeah, the stuff that... And I will sit here and say that, bro, I can turn something into something massive. And I don't think I have to pretend that anymore, because I'm proud to say that I know I can do that. But we're only just still beginning. I'm still learning. I'm not Simon Beard. I'm not...
Yeah.
I'm so small, bro. I'm still
Yeah.
trying to learn and grow. And I've got great people around me
Yeah.
to help with that. But, bro, I know fucking business, and I know this industry.
Yeah.
I fucking breathe it and I live it. And other people look at it in a way, but I will like fuck the shit out of like looking at it from a whole different perspective, I think. And that's that saying you're saying that, yeah, he always taught me that if you've got a room, whether it's your home studio, your barbershop, your salon, an expo, an education event, he goes, look at the square meterage in the room and leverage every fucking meter by meter in that room in terms of an opportunity for sales, for growth, for networking, whatever. And then, you know, that whole Josh OP said it, the
Yeah.
saying that I say,
Yeah.
Simon Beard taught me that.
Wow.
So if you have a business for everyone, you have a business for no one. And that's why, like, hey,
Somebody
Hayley,
clip that. Somebody clip that.
but so many people said to me, oh, you should do, why not Expo and get beauty and hair involved? Bro, it's fucking barbering. It's barbers. Expo for barbers.
For barbers.
Hairdressers can come. There's hair techniques. We're doing that technique.
Yeah,
we're doing
yeah,
scissor
yeah.
work. We're doing this. We're doing color. There's actually hairdressing components coming into the expo. But I will never go away from the fact that it's going to be fucking called Expo for Barbers because for us.
Yeah,
Fuck
100%.
yeah, bro. Yo.
And yeah, man, I think like there's been a bit of a pattern, bro. Like talking to all the guests that we've talked to so far, everyone has said it's not about us. Like, you know, Josh says that he retracts back, he looks at legacy over fame. Greenie, you know what I mean? He's helping leverage everyone. And I think like even just looking back at our not about us, man, like everyone's got that, you know, that mindset.
And we took massive inspiration from 4B, bro, and just what it is and what it stands for, because it's 4Barbers, and we wanted to create something that is not about us, bro. Like we talk about it all the time with NAU, and it's like the whole idea of NAU isn't about, you know, most of the time when we're cutting somebody, it's about the client, it's about the community, it's about the people we serve, it's about the, you know, everybody else. But it's very rare that we get to sit down and have a chat and talk to the actual person and the actual barbers that are behind the chair and the stuff that they go through. And that's where we want that's where we see NAU is just being that platform where those barbers can feel represented, and we can have people like yourself, or not just at your level, bro, but at any fucking level,
Well, I'm
bro.
at no level. I just love it, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. Bro, one thing I want to touch on, bro, because I know we're going to wrap up soon. Like I've just been meaning to say, like I adore the way you guys work together and the way you guys level each
I was
other
telling
up,
her this
man.
today, bro.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, for me, I think that's really important, having like my partner. She, you know, she's at home now. She's pregnant at the moment, and she supports me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we're not working, or you know anything's, you know, getting in the way, we work together, and you know we're building each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, I take a lot of inspiration from you guys, man.
Yeah,
Like
straight
it's
up.
crazy how you guys, you know, build each other.
I told her this today. I said, so many people had commented to me today, like 6 or 7 people said, "Oh, man, it's so amazing that you get to work with someone that's in the industry, and your partner's amazing." And but bro, we have our fucking struggles, like I'm sure you and your partner do.
100%.
Yeah.
And I know one thing that Hayley said to me throughout the early years, you're only ever talking about work. We talk about work. But I'm like, some part of it, and I think she's really seen it over the years, I struggle to talk about anything other than our kids, each other, or this, because, bro, I'm in love with it. It's hard. Like,
It is hard.
But she's incredible. She has put up with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like a lot of shit.
My partner, 100%,
No,
a lot of
truly,
shit.
she has put up with a lot of shit, and
Inside joke.
literally.
Inside joke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Put this up on the screen. Put this up on the screen.
You're nasty, bro. But then, you know, I've been selfish for 8 years, bro, because she has pushed my career, and I feel like hopefully you agree, but I feel like only now I'm like repaying that. I've told her this is us, and we're on this journey together. No more is it Fraser Forsey barber educator. And I tell her, I got up her yesterday. I said, hey, when I introduce you to someone, or you introduce yourself, she goes, yeah, I'm Hayley. Nice to meet you. I'm like, obviously that's your fucking name, but say I'm Hayley. I'm owner of. She's a fucking owner of 4Barbers, bro, and she's the lead trainer for all of our apprentices.
Yeah.
And with Barber Academy and our collaboration now, bro, that's going to fucking blow up.
Yeah.
100%.
And I'm like, and she's like, okay. I'm like, fucking do it. Like, introduce
The
yourself
Kalib, yeah.
properly, you know, because you're not doing it to go, I'm a big lady and I'm the owner of 4Barbers, but you need to, you know, because people should look at you in that respect. And, and also you should look at yourself in that respect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but no, she's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And I know I annoy the shit out of her. And I don't know, but she is awesome. And to be honest, I've said to her, bro, she's the only person that works with me or for me that I talk to nice, because I fucking have to. No, when I'm like, you know what I'm like, Kalib, do the chairs, bro, get it done.
So that's never gonna get old, bro.
That's the Fraser button.
Yeah, instead of doing the
Hayley.
That's amazing. And it is, bro. There's been times at Expo I was stressed. And I was like, Hayley, do this. And she'll be like, and I'll go, please, babe. Please, babe.
It's the tone. It's not what he's saying. It's how he's saying it.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
I swear I'm going to get that tattooed on me, because if she says one more time, it'll blow my brain out.
bro. So, yeah, all right. So before we wrap up, is there anything you would sort of just like to tell the camera with 4B, what's happening with you guys, the company, the brand,
Shout-outs,
and
anything
shout
like
outs,
that?
and leading towards the expo as well, and what's happening?
I feel like we shouldn't have to sell it, but if you're not at Expo, you're an idiot. Hairdresser, barber, kid that wants to be a barber,
Yeah.
whatever.
I think barbers and videos that we're gonna post, like everyone agrees. We've talked to a lot of people even coming here to Josh OP, and everyone's, if you're not coming to 4B Expo 2025, bro.
And
what are you
it's
doing?
like it's not for. I'm not even going to sell it. That's why I'm not going to look at the camera because I'm not selling nothing.
Yeah.
It's not about buying the ticket or the money that we want for your ticket. Your money's going straight to the fucking cost of it.
Yeah.
It's about being in a room like this.
Yeah, straight
I could
up.
talk all
Networking.
night like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
But I'm
100%.
done. Thank you.
No, we just want to,
You guys are amazing. Thanks for what you've done.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
thank
you
you so
thank you guys
much.
so much
Appreciate
for
you
jumping on
guys.
and being a part of the podcast. And we just want to say once again a massive shout out to the Barber Academy for
Barber
allowing us to
Academy.
shoot our first season of the NAU podcast here. And thank you guys so much for joining us. And
Shout out 4
we look
Barbers.
forward to 4 Barbers and obviously Expo 4 Barbers 2K25, baby. Let's go.
Can you do me on that real angry voice real quick?
Gee, honestly, bro, we haven't figured
yeah.
that out yet. But bro, you can come and like say something on here if you want.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
is
sit
it
on the
only
flat.
on yours?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Come to the
Just
Yeah.
do your normal voice.
No, well then you can do it. Pack this shit up.
That's actually your voice.
Nah, yeah. Thank you guys so much. We
Thanks,
appreciate
boys.
you. Let's go.